Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here on Saturday, and we're talking about quantum computing and artificial intelligence again. Quantum computing is going to be an enabling technology for AI. What does that mean? That means it's going to help AI be more powerful and solve more problems. But to do that, we have to take a look at where quantum computing is at. So traditional computers have been around for about 80 years now, which is a long time, and they've gotten progressively faster and faster and more powerful. But they will reach practical limits eventually. Now, quantum computing, for the reasons we talked about last time, is much faster and can handle way more variables, but there's still a huge obstacle with quantum computing today, and that is high error rates. Why? Because quantum computing is only about 20 years old in terms of practical development, which is a much, much shorter period of time. So if you go back to 20 years after traditional computers were invented, their capabilities were very limited compared to today. So we can expect that quantum computing is going to get way faster, way more powerful, and way more accurate over the coming decades. And what does that mean for AI? Well, AI, as we've talked about, is an algorithm, and that algorithm needs large data sets to learn. A neural network needs huge data sets to learn. And these data sets have to be structured. That is, that all the data within them has to be in a specific place. And my voice has to be properly labeled. So once the AI runs, it learns from these structured, huge data sets. The advantage of quantum computing is that quantum computers are much, much faster. For example, we talked about last time where quantum supremacy was reached just in October of 2019, and a quantum computer solved a problem that it would take at least 10,000 years for a traditional computer to solve. So orders of magnitude in speed, but the accuracy and error rates have to start coming down, which they will over time. Some people believe that within a decade, quantum computers are going to be way, way, way more accurate than they are now. And some people, for example, as Microsoft and other big companies, they're investing heavily in this technology. But there's another factor. A quantum computer today is not commercially available. Why? Because it has to be chilled to astronomically low temperatures. Temperatures just above absolute zero. So we're talking roughly minus 400 degrees Fahrenheit. How's that for cold? So there's a lot of things that need further development and refinement of quantum computing, but that doesn't mean at all that it isn't going to change the world. Just for an example, humans can only see correlations that are obvious in data sets. A traditional computer can see thousands more correlations that a human cannot. And that's why AI is changing the world in terms of vaccine development, medication development, building design, advertising, everything. But quantum computers can do that 10,000 times faster than a regular computer. So it's just mind-blowing what will happen when the quantum computing technologies mature. That is the point where artificial intelligence reaching human capabilities becomes practical. Talk to you later. See you next time. Take care.